There are some things that happen in the service industry, some moments that you just can't explain to anyone on the outside. This is one of them. I mean, I work in high-end dining. I've seen proposals go completely wrong. I've seen people try to send back wine that they brought. I seriously thought I was bulletproof. Then this guy came in. He walked in on a packed Saturday night, looked me dead in the eye, and placed an order so completely, bafflingly audacious, so profoundly disrespectful to the craft, it almost made our head chef, our executive chef, walk out in the middle of a $10,000 service. I still don't understand it. So you got to understand where I work. This isn't your local chain. This is a steakhouse. The kind of place with white tablecloths so starched they could cut you. The wine list is a leather-bound book that weighs about 5 pounds, and half the bottles cost more than my rent. This is the spot in the city you go to propose, or to celebrate closing a multi-million-dollar deal. Our entire identity, our brand, is built on precision, quality, and craft. The star of our show, our hero dish, is the $60 40-day dry-aged filet mignon. Our executive chef, let's call him Paul, he's not just a cook. He's one of those guys, intense, sleeves of tattoos, tweezers for plating, and he lives for this. He's an artist, and he's terrifying. He personally sources the beef. He monitors the aging process daily. The entire front-of-house staff, that's servers like me, we are drilled on this. We are trained to explain to guests why this specific cut is a religious experience when served medium rare. We're taught to explain how the aging process breaks down the enzymes, how the flavor concentrates. Our job isn't to take an order, it's to be a guide for the experience. So it's a Saturday. It's loud. The dining room is humming. You know, that perfect buzz of clinking glasses, low conversation. I'm in the zone, table hopping, smooth, floating. Everything is perfect. And then I get to his table. He's a man dining alone, which is fine, happens all the time. He's in a decent suit, seems perfectly normal, perfectly polite. I go over. Good evening, sir. Can I start you off with a cocktail or walk you through our specials this evening? He doesn't even look at the menu. He just stops me. No, I'll just have the filet mignon. I think, great, easy. I get my pen ready. Excellent choice, sir. And how would you like that prepared? The chef really recommends a medium rare to... He cuts me off again. Extra, extra. Well done. I physically paused. You know, my server smile is nailed to my face, but my brain just hit a speed bump. You get this request sometimes. And you have to do the dance. So I do the dance. Sir, just so you know, for that particular cut, a $60 filet, cooking it well done will make it extremely tough. It'll remove all the flavor and tenderness the chef worked so hard to create. He just stares at me. His face is blank. I want it gray, all the way through. I want it burnt on the outside. No pink. I'm cringing so hard my spine hurts. I'm picturing Paul in the back, meticulously searing this beautiful piece of meat into a $60 piece of charcoal. But, fine, okay. And $60 hockey puck, coming right up. The customer is always right, whatever. I scribble it down. Not a problem, sir. Will you be? And then he leans in. He leans in like he's about to tell me a secret. Oh, he says, his voice a little lower. And one more thing. Can you have the chef cut it up into little tiny pieces for me? What? My pen just stops hovering over the pad. I'm sorry, sir? Cut it. Up? Yeah, he says, dead serious. Not a hint of a joke. Like, bite-sized, minced. You know, so I don't have to chew it so much. My brain does not compute. I'm looking for the hidden camera. Is this a prank? This is a man in a $2,000 suit. You want the chef to cut your well-done filet into pieces? I'm stammering, and I never stammer. And right as I'm trying to process that, he delivers the final, soul-crushing blow. And then, he says, just cover it all in ketchup. A lot of it. Just smother it in ketchup. That was it. That was the full picture. The full reveal. He wanted a $60, 40-day dry-aged, artist-selected filet mignon, incinerated to charcoal, butchered into baby food, and then drowned in Heinz. I just nodded. I didn't have words. My professional facade was gone. I just felt this profound secondhand shame. I felt embarrassed just walking to the kitchen. I get to the pass. That's the hot, stainless steel window where we give orders to the kitchen. It's sacred ground. Paul is there, expediting, plating, yelling. He's in his element. "Chef," I say, my voice trembling a little. I have an order." He barks without looking up. "What, table 12? What is it?" It's a filet. Filet. "Good. How? Chef. He wants it. Extra. Extra well done." Paul freezes. He looks up at me, his eyes just flat. "You told him no, right?" "I tried, chef." He insisted. "He wants it, gray and burnt." Paul just stares at me, breathing heavily. He hates me. He hates the customer. He hates the world. He turns around. "Fine. 1 hockey puck. Fire 1 filet, kill it." "Chef." "Wait, what?" He wants you to cut it into little tiny pieces. The music in the kitchen, the clanging, the sizzle, it all just seemed to stop. Paul just stared at me. He didn't yell. It was worse. It was a dead, silent fury. And he wants it, covered in ketchup. That was the moment. That was the insult. Paul looked down at his station, at the beautiful food he was plating. He looked back at me, and he just silently, very slowly, untied his apron. He took it off, threw it on the counter, and started walking out the back door. He was just done. It took our general manager and the owner, who was in his office, 10 full minutes to find him in the alley and talk him down from quitting. Not from firing me, from quitting the industry. The insult was that real. So what happened? We did it. Paul refused to touch it. He made one of the kitchen porters, the dishwasher, cook that steak until it was a piece of leather. Then the porter, who looked furious, angrily chopped it up on a cutting board. And me? I was the one who had to do the final honors. I took a giant bottle of Heinz ketchup, and I poured half the bottle on it. It was a $60 bowl of meat mush. I felt sick. I carried it out. The guy didn't even look up. He just said, "Thanks," pulled the plate closer, and started eating it with a spoon. He ate every bite, paid the full $60 plus tip, and left. And that's the job, isn't it? It's not the bad tips. It's not the long hours. It's that. It's that silent internal scream you have to swallow with a polite, "My pleasure." It's the sheer, unadulterated audacity of it all. You're paid to be the barrier between the artist and and that. So, fellow servers, chefs, hosts, bartenders, please tell me I'm not crazy for thinking this was the ultimate insult.